Hello everyone, and today we're back for another Loomian Legacy PvP video. And in this video, we're going to be re-showcasing Dusket, because honestly, there's no other Loomian I'd rather showcase other than Dusket, because Dusket is just a good Loomian to showcase. Okay, I'm not showcasing Dusket, I'm showcasing this guy. Oh, hatred out the way, Josh. I gotta showcase Tiklipse. I don't want to do this, guys. I really do not want to showcase Tiklipse. If y'all don't know, Tiklipse is probably one of my most hated Loomians. I hate facing it, I hate using it, but I'm going to use it today because I actually haven't used the melee Tiklipse yet. So, I'm going to try the melee variant. I'm going to use 2 or 3 battles. Maybe it'll do something, maybe it won't. And then after that, I'm never touching Tiklipse again, okay? So, the reason why Tiklipse is so good is because of the total Eclipse ability, which gives it more immunities and weaknesses. And if it gets hit by a light or dark type attack, it will get a speed boost, which is very good. I have Brawny Nimble, 176 in the health, puts me at 177 HP for the health amulet. Brawny and Nimble, 200 in the speed and 124 in the melee attack. Radiant Rush, one of the hardest hitting moves in the game, but it can also miss, so very unreliable. Have a more reliable Mega Chop as my second move. Bulk Up and Scapegoat as my last few options. Now, Loomians I have around it, I have Surkame, I have Windolin, I have Infernix, I have Ronsador, I have Tatab, and I have Gargolem Defense. So, yeah, I'm using the most hated rat of all time. Tiklipse might not be that good right now, but boy, in 2022-2023, Tiklipse was the #1 PvP Loomian, and this thing would absolute sweep teams sometimes. So, yeah, this thing was a nightmare to face. So, we're going to see how it does today. I think it's going to do decently well because Radiant Rush and Mega Chop, I mean, Light Dark offensively is very good, but out of the way, let's head straight into the video. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Melee Tiklipse. And yeah, this is the set I'm going to be using. And hopefully after these 2 or 3 battles, I never have to touch this Loomian again. Unfortunately, this does not look like a very good battle with it. Because there is a Florant, there is a Tyrex, there is a Lumello, there's that guy as well. There is the Icy Gold. The Icy Gold I can't hit. Malevolence I can hit. Metronet I'm okay against. I just can't have it set up. Not a terrible battle. I guess I could set up a Scapegoat on maybe Lumello, so that is something I can do. I might do that, actually, although I don't want hazards being set up. So, I am kind of forced to bring Infernix. It's actually very good for the Metronet anyway, so yeah. And the Infernix has a good matchup regardless. Gotta watch out for the Malevolence. Malevolence is actually pretty good versus my team. So I'm going to bring you for it. And the last Loomian I should bring is... I kind of don't know, honestly. Windolin has a little bit of offense. Tatab kind of sucks in this battle. Even the Tyrex. I mean, he has 2 spirit types, not to mention that he has Florant. So I don't think it's the best. I'd rather use Surkame and hit it with a Frost Beam coming in. So honestly, that'll be what I do. I'll even lead with the Surkame. Let's do that. I'm leaving 2 offensive melee attackers behind. Hopefully this is not a bad idea. Thing is, I gotta be very careful with that Florant. That Florant's gonna be a nightmare if I'm not careful. Thankfully, he did not lead with it. He led with Nimue. That's not the end of the world because I could see Song. Even though he could pivot out as well, I could see Song out of the bad momentum and try to do something. Actually, he can't see Song. No, I can see Song. He can't flash and flee because of the threat of Tiklipse. Yeah, he Jetstream because of the potential threat of Tiklipse. Yeah, that's what Tiklipse does to teams, even now. That's what Tiklipse does to teams. They don't want you to click the potential light type attack because of the threat of the incoming speed boost. Now I'm going to go into Gargolem. I'm going to place some Icicle Traps up. He does have a Malevolence, but I want to just scout and see if he has it. I just want to scout and see if he has Malevolence, which he does. Has Malevolence. Good thing is I got Icicle Traps now, which is nice. Problem, I'm going to have to rely on Radiant Rush to actually hit, so yeah, it's not ideal. Not to mention Surkame is the only Loomian that can come into it. And it's a melee tank, not a range tank. So that's not great. This Malevolence is going to be scary. At least it click burn up. So I should still be able to live a hit even from here. So he is forced to switch. He is forced to switch out, thankfully. I don't think he wants to stay in and risk it. Because Malevolence does not hit hard enough. Yeah, that's a bad play. Oh, not really, actually. He lost his fire type, meaning that, yeah, that's actually not a bad play. Oh, but yeah, I'm forced to go Ronsador then. Yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit. I completely forgot about that. Well, it's fine. There's just a pure spirit type now, so I just go for an energy break. I'm not going for a Draco Beam and risking a miss. Force to switch into Tyrex. I wish I clicked Spectral Burst. I wish I clicked that move. And now my melee tank is low. Not necessarily ideal. I'm stuck in a bunch of pins here. Maybe what I can do... I have to go into this. I have to go into Gargoyle. This sucks. I'm definitely not going to be able to get hazards up. I need a Scapegoat. A Scapegoat and a setup if I want to make this work. Let's see what he does, though. Thunder Chomp, got him at least. I'll go for a layer of Barbs. Yeah, I'll go for a layer of Barbs. I'm not going to go for Icicle Traps. If he switches back into Malevolwax, he's forced to burn up. Yeah, he is now pretty much forced to burn up, which is good. He is forced to burn up. Oh, okay. I'll honestly just Mudslide it. Let's Mudslide it. Yeah, he does go for the burn up as expected. That's fine though, because I am a defensive Gargolem. I just want to try to find a way to get rid of this Malevolwax slowly but surely. That did no damage though. What the heck? That did no damage. It's actually kind of crazy how little damage that actually did. I'll go for an Icicle Traps. I want to see if I can force another burn up if I can. I'm at least forcing another burn up, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Gonna go for another Mudslide. I want to force it to burn up. I want to force it to burn up if I can. I'm gonna have to play very differently against Malevolwax. The good thing is it is chipped, so it is not going to be as effective as it was earlier, so that's good. And it can Incinerate again, which is good. It can't do that again. Could have enough for a Rant, though. And that did no damage. But I think he only has enough for one more burn-up, so I think I have a free Tiklipse switch in. So yeah, let's go Tiklipse and see what you do now. Yep, force the rest. So we force the rest. Now, who switches in now? I kind of just want to click Scapegoat and see what you do. Yeah, let's click Scapegoat. Okay, he switched. I made the right play then. Don't be Florent. Okay, that's actually not bad, actually. Me getting the Scapegoat up on Lumello, it might be the best case scenario. I hope he doesn't have any disruptive moves that could wreck me. So I just go for a bulk up and see what I can do from here. Radiant Rush is perfect because it actually does not activate its Repugnant. Wave Wrecker? Nothing. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is perfect. I found a situation to set up. This is exactly what you want if you're using Tiklipse. Also, I just had a big old lag spike there, which isn't necessarily ideal. But yeah, this is what Tiklipse can do to teams. If you find a situation for the Tiklipse to set up, it's a nightmare to beat once it gets into this situation. I'll go for another Scapegoat. Like, can Florian even switch in now? So I'm at +2. I don't know if 2 Mega Chomps are enough to defeat it. But yeah, if he has to Florant, he can't even necessarily switch in, especially when he could potentially get flinched by a Mega Chomp. So this is perfect. So yeah, he's in trouble now. He's in trouble. What does he do now? I just get a free Scapegoat. This is what Tiklipse does. This is why I hate Tiklipse. If you find a situation for Tiklipse to set up, it could just sweep games. But yeah, let's see what you do next. I am going to have to be very careful because Lumello does have the Repugnant ability, and if he does go into Florant, it will make it so I will still get poisoned by Repugnant even when behind a Scapegoat. So that is something I do got to take into at least a little bit of consideration. Can you not crit me? Can you not crit me with Wave Wrecker plays? Thank you. Well, thankfully I have more Scapegoats to set up, so I'm just going to keep setting it up. If you keep critting me, I'll keep setting up Scapegoats. There, I'll keep setting up Scapegoats. So yeah, good luck trying to find a switch in. He's honestly forced to go Nimue, and even then... Oh, no, he can go Nimue. Because Nimue's Flash and Flee will still hit the Scapegoat. Yeah, there is a way he can escape this, but he has to play it perfectly, and even then, it can come at the cost of a Loomian if he plays this. Although he's not making that play. Don't crit. Thank you. Perfect. No crits. Now I just Radiant Rush and just try to do some damage. Now let's just try to do some damage with Radiant Rush. I'm not gonna not try this. There we go. Geez, that did no damage. And that's still a 2-hit KO? Are you kidding me? That's still a 2-hit KO? That's actually still a 2-hit KO. That is actually kind of crazy. I didn't think it would be that. I'll go for a bulk up and then another scapegoat. He doesn't have enough for a wave wrecker. Oh, I hope he doesn't switch this turn. It'll be bad if it does. I should have just set up another scapegoat. I just didn't want to, you know. I want to find a way to rest if I can. I don't know if I'm going to find the chance to, though. Ah, this sucks. This sucks a lot. I should have just scapegoated. This is bad. I should have just scapegoated. I knew it! I knew I should have. Who comes in? Metro. Metro does not OHKO me. Metro does not OHKO me. I just Radiant Rush. I just Radiant Rush. Metro cannot OHKO. I just go for an attack. I hope I actually hit my Radiant Rush, because if not, I lose the battle on the spot. Your Mud Spatter. Great. I knew it. If I miss this, I lose. I don't. Okay. Metro's dead. But I knew I should have set up the scapegoat. I completely sold by not doing that. But hey, it doesn't matter. The reason why it doesn't matter is because I did get the KO. Nimue comes on in, though, and clicks the funny Jetstream button. I don't even necessarily have a nice switch into Jetstream either, so that isn't great either. Yeah, I completely sold that. I can potentially... I will say this again, I still gotta deal with Malevolwax, too. Oh, this sucks. This Nimue is gonna be the bane of my existence now. I need to heal on Surkame. I need to heal on that. Yeah, he didn't Flash and Flay, which makes sense. My Milkshake is back up. Alright. I'm gonna go for an Icicle Trap. I don't care if he goes back into Malevolwax, if he does. He's actually low on energy anyway. Oh yeah, he's back to full energy because he waited and rested. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. If he clicks Burn Up, Ronsador's to play. Will he do it this time, though? If he does, I lose the match. If I lose Ronsador, I lose the match. That's the problem. If I lose Ronsador, I lose the match. He's not going to attack. Either way, none of his moves OHKO me either. The fact that he's thinking about this is scary. He knows I'm going Ronsador then. Gosh darn it, he knows I'm doing it then. Okay, it sucks, but you know what? Not the end of the world. Icicle Traps stay up. That's the way I look at it. Spectral Burst. Spectral Burst is basically a free move. Perfect. I got him into a pin now. In Tyrex, that might actually just KO it because I am Specially Goggles. That might just KO it straight up. Oh, this will be huge if it does. Okay, no, that is a defensive Tyrex. Okay, he's a defensive Tyrex, so we just Spectral Burst again. I know he's not Boots because there's no way it would have took that little damage if it's a Boots Tyrex. That is a restrictive shield Tyrex, and I know it, so I'm going for another Spectral Burst and just KOing this guy right off the bat. That revealed way too much information. Forced to go to Nimue, perfectly fine with me. The Icicle Traps deal a nice amount of damage, and I am forced to switch. Thing that's good is that Tiklipse is still threatening with that. Tiklipse is still threatening with that Power Napper ability. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Not Power Napper. Total Eclipse. That's the ability I'm threatening it with. Problem is that he just gets a free Jetstream. I mean, there's no reason why the Nimue should not Jetstream. I think it's going to Jetstream still. Because again, the power of Tiklipse. Yeah, the power of Tiklipse! Teams know about Tiklipse. That's the thing. Teams know about Tiklipse very well. And now I'm going to double back. Because he's going to go back into Malevolwax. Yep, Malevolwax comes back in, and now with the Tyrex dead, or the Tyrex nearly dead, 2 energy breaks is enough to KO it. So, yeah. Energy break is basically free now. I am going to take a lot of chip damage, but it doesn't matter. All I got to do is just keep Ronsador alive, and we'll be perfectly fine. This is perfect. We're in a pretty good position here. I'm playing Ronsador pretty well here. Good double, got myself back into position. Yeah, the Malevolwax is the one causing all the problems. Thankfully, the Malevolwax is finally gone, so that's good. I actually don't know. I think his Nimue could be Boots. I have a feeling his Nimue is Boots, by the way he's playing it. Yeah, it's 100% Boots. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. That is a Boots Nimue, and I personally do not want to take a... I don't want to take... Will he go for the light move now? Again, though, Jetstream is just so free is the problem. Jetstream is just so free. Infernix can live a hit, but I don't do much in return. And I don't even have the other move either. So I'm going to have to waste moves. I'm in trouble versus Nimue. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm in trouble versus Nimue. It basically just jet streams its way to a victory. I got to save this, though. Do I let Sir Kame go down? Or do I try to make it heal later in the fight? I know what he has left. He has a Tyrex, he has a Nimue, and he has a Lumello. Can I maybe get Infernix back into the game? He's never going to click the light type move. There's no reason for him to do it. Yeah, there's no reason for him to ever click the light type move, and that does no damage, so that's great. I could go for a Fire Breath just to deal a little bit of extra chip to the Nimue. Because honestly, that is a forced play. I am forced to do this. It's unfortunate. I gotta do this negative matchup in order for this to work. And then I gotta find my way out of this. He switched! Lumello? Perfect. That is actually perfect that he went Lumello because I don't have to deal with it yet. That's good. I don't have to deal with the Nimue again. I can actually maybe even get Sir Kame back into the battle. I could maybe get Sir Kame back into the battle. I am heavy armor. And oh no, I'm very sluggish though. I might actually underspeed the Lumello. That's not good actually. I might actually underspeed it. Let's see. Yeah, this game is very intense. That Boots Nimue throws a huge wrench into my plans. What I need to do is I need to try to get a scapegoat up on the Lumello, and then I need to 2-hit KO it. That's what I gotta do. Uh-oh. He went back Nimue, didn't he? Well, Nimue's back in. Not ideal. Nimue back in. I'll just go for Seasong. This sucks. I mean, every time it switches into Icicle Traps, that's good. Oh, I went for Flash this time. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I lived, though. I did live, meaning I do get a little bit of momentum. And again, the Icicle Traps will start dealing damage. Lumello comes back in as I hit the Seasong. And now Loomian dies. Loomian now dies, which is good. Loomian dies. And I still have Sir Kame alive as a sack, which is good. Yeah, this game is very intense right now. Forced to sack Tyrex. Forced to sack a bunch of stuff, actually. I just Muck Blast. I don't think about it too much. I don't care if he goes back into Tyrex. Tyrex is too low. I think 2 Muck Blasts are enough to KO it. We'll see, though. Yeah, 2 Muck Blasts should be enough to KO it. Oh! 1 is enough to KO it. Yeah, Ronsador hits very hard. Thing is, Nimue clicks Jetstream. And nothing on my team outspeeds it. So I'm going to have to waste moves on it. If he does go for the light type move this time, I could stall a turn. So I'm gonna do the Tiklipse play this time. No, I'm dead. I mean, I had no other way to really use it, so I think that was the best time to bring it in. Infernix will come in now as I Fire Breath, Fire Breath. I need to get the Nimue down to no energy if I can. Fire Breath again. He switched back into Lumello. That's fine. Again, not very ideal, though, because now I can actually click Light-type moves. It can now click Light-type moves. There is a Fire Breath. I can go for a Dissipate. Because Lumello does not do much damage. Okay, it did a lot more than I thought. Oh god, okay, this battle's gotten intense all of a sudden. Oh man, it's good. It's really gonna come down. It's really gonna come down to the Nimue, isn't it? It's really gonna come down to the Nimue, isn't it? Oh boy, the Nimue! The Nimue. The Nimue. Okay. Lumello's gone at least. Oh boy, everything's in one shot, which is not ideal. Everything's one shot. All I need is to live one hit, though, is the thing. All I need to do is live one hit. Muck Blast? I think I know how to win this match. Gamma Pulse, not ideal. What I need to do is I need to get Infernix back. I need to get Infernix as much HP as it can. Just basically Power Napper HP back. Basically, that's the way to win this match, is Power Napper HP. Gamma Pulse, we know this is Boots. I gotta live one. All I gotta do is live one. All I gotta do is live one. This won't be great, but all I gotta do is live a hit. And even then, if I live a hit, he will run out of energy and I will win with a Fire Breath. I was able to catch a KO with the Tiklipse and actually made the scapegoat strategy work. I actually lived a hit there. Perfect. That might have just been enough. We'll see, though. He might be out of energy after this hit. I hope it is. I most certainly hope it is. He just sat down and rest. That might be the ball game. We'll see. I hope. It is the ball game. Gargolem defense just cleaned up. Let's head into battle number 2. Battle number 2 with Tiklipse. It actually did decent in battle number 1. It actually KO'd the Metronet, which is nice. Okay, this is a good battle for it because there is a Windolin. And there is a Wiki, which I can actually set up a scapegoat on. That's actually a huge deal. Although Repugnant against Nimeret, against that guy, is not ideal. I mean, this can work. I can definitely make this work, but it won't be easy. Solnecta is terrible. If I bring everything for it, though, I should not be in a terrible position. Bring you as I see Song or Body Crash. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Icicle Traps look amazing, so let's just immediately get Icicle Traps up and not think about it too much. And Ronsador can do a lot of damage to everything. Yeah, Ronsador can do a lot of damage to everything besides the Diborg. I do want to bring Infernix, though, because Infernix and Fire Breath it, so it's at least something for that, if I can. I think I'll just leave with Gargolem and try to get hazards up early, because if I can get Icicle Traps turn 1 into the game, that could be huge. And yeah, he's doing that as he leads Diborg, which, what is a Diborg going to do to a Gargolem? Not really. Oh, Provoke. So I Mudslide. So I Mudslide as it clicks Provoke. Okay, fair enough. He's going to click Provoke because he does not want Icicle Traps up on his team. He knows how bad Icicle Traps is for his team. He does not want it up. And I think his only removal is Teardown on Cleone. Nope, he went for Far Enchantment, predicting the Mudslide. Okay. Not great, but it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse, though. And now I have a lot of accuracy. I'll go for the Icicle Traps now. Yeah, that was not good. I did not think he was going to... Didn't think he was going to go for the Far Enchantment early. Maybe he doesn't have Provoke. I mean, you should have Provoke on that Diborg. I will just say this right now. He should have Provoke on that Diborg. No clue why he wouldn't, but he should have it on it. And I just go for a Driving Force and not think about this too much. Went for a Primal Slash, which will not do much damage. And yeah, Obsidian is out of the picture. That's good. A critical hit completely doesn't matter here. And I get some damage off, hopefully, on Wiki. Perfect. And Wiki can't Mudslide either. Wiki officially can't Mudslide while Gargolem is on the field. Could be a life drain Wiki, but I don't care because it doesn't do that much. Because Wiki has no offense. And I'm a clever Gargolem anyway. So yeah, we're already shredding holes into his team just from the existence of Gargolem defense. This is a really good start. I want to see if he has the Cleone. That's the real thing. I want to see if he has Cleone. Because I want to get hazards up on it if I can. Went for Herbal Remedy to heal a teammate. That's fair. That is the way how to keep his team healthy, is clicking Herbal Remedy there. That was a smart play. On Solnecta. Well, Solnecta's not doing anything to Gargolem, so I go for a Layer of Barbs. Because Solnecta ain't doing anything. Yeah, his whole team's weak to Gargolem. Good to know. His whole team struggles against Gargolem. And if I get everything chipped for the Tiklipse, switch in on Obsidian or Diborg. Maybe not on Diborg. I would have to do it on his last Loomian. I would have to set up on Wiki. Wiki is set up fodder. Luster Loot, I mean, it keeps you alive, but I just placed a Layer of Hazards. The crit did do a little bit of damage, though, so I at least got a Layer of Hazards up. So, a Layer of Hazards, and I have an Icicle Traps up, which is perfect. Now, I just go for one more Driving Force. If Wiki comes back in again, he's going to click Herbal Remedy, as I click Scapegoat, as I set up on something. That's going to be the plan. Not sure if it's going to work, but that's what I'm going to go for. That's the game plan I'm going to go for here. I think his Solnecta is just going to attack again. Nope. Well, free Driving Force damage. Free Driving Force damage on Obsidian. I will happily take that any day of the week. Please don't be the Diborg. Be the Wiki. I want it to be the Wiki. So if it's the Wiki, that's good. Ooh, okay, Solnecta's fine. Solnecta's okay. I mean, look at the hazards! Gargolem defense is just claiming bodies here. Just Driving Force again. I'm not going to wait a rest yet. I want to force that Wiki Wiki back in if I can. He's luster-boosting to try to stay alive. My Milkshake is now proc, which is good. And I still have energy left. I want Wiki Wiki in. I want Wiki Wiki into the game if I can. I want Wiki Wiki in. I want Wiki Wiki back in. His Rageful plushie's gone. Oh my god, best case scenario. Wow, Gargolem just shredding holes through Jimmy's team. Wiki, don't be Cleone. Okay, Diborg's not bad either. I could maybe make this work. I think I'm gonna... What? Diborg does not have hazard removal. At least I don't think it does. Let's go Surkame. Let's Seasong out into... I don't want to use the rest of my energy on Gargolem. I want to save a Driving's First for later in case any of his other Loomians get out of control. Alright. I think we're in a situation here. I think we found something. We found something here. Surkame? I think we found a way to get Tiklipse into the game here. Heavy Shackles on Surkame is not the end of the world. Heavy Armor does suck, but again, not the end of the world. I just click Seasong. And actually, Surkame being Heavy Shackles is not bad for it at all. Not bad for it at all as I go for a Seasong. And honestly, I just try to waste energy on this Diborg. I'll go Tiklipse. I have an idea. I'm going to reveal the Tiklipse. And he knows that Handy Poison is a real thing. So he's going to go for a Poison. And I just go Gargolem. So yeah, I'm going to try to bait him. I'm going to bait a Poison out of him. Nope, went for Barter. Thanks for giving me Heavy Armor. Thanks for giving me the Heavy Armor. I'll go for a wait. I just want to get my energy back. I don't think his Diborg has any attacking moves, so he's just going to go for another enchant, I think. Nope, he bartered again. Alright, keep bartering. I guess that's fine. Alright, keep bartering. Cook Diborg, I see ya. Bar enchantment comes back up, that's fine. And now he's almost out of energy, which is perfect. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this Diborg. Let's get rid of this Diborg. I'm gonna Driving Force it this turn. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Get Wiki Wiki back in. Because I get Scapegoat on it. If he goes Diborg to heal it back up, I just set up on it. That's the thing, because he can't touch me. Yeah, like, he legit can't do anything. He has to wait. He's forced to wait. Wiki Wiki. Wiki Wiki, please. I want Wiki Wiki in the game here. He might just be dead to hazards regardless. Oh, yeah, that's the one Loomian I did not want in there. Kind of the one Loomian I did not want... I kind of didn't want Cleone in the game right now. Well, I'll just force it out again then. Hopefully this is not the one Tsunami Cleone. He might have Teardown. I mean, he better have Teardown on this Cleone, considering how weak his team is to hazards. But he didn't click it. Alright. Bye, Cleone. Wiki Wiki! Please. No, okay, no, Diborg's dead. Diborg's dead. Diborg's dead. That's actually fine. Diborg being dead is fine. Wiki Wiki, please! I want to bring Tiklipse into the game, and Wiki Wiki is my opportunity to. Because he's forced to heal with Herbal. Yes! Perfect. He finally brought the funny guy in. He can't really Mudslide. He's forced to Herbal Remedy. Yeah, he's forced to Herbal Remedy. So I go into Tiklipse here. He's not going to Poison. He's going to go for a Herbal Remedy here. He's going to go for an Herbal Remedy. Yep, Herbal Remedy to try to stay alive. He could have Mudslide, but I don't care about that too much. I just go for Scapegoat. I just go for Scapegoat here, because he's going to go for a Dodge or try to heal something else up. So yeah, that's the play here. That Soul Nectar is kind of scary, because it can set up. So that is something I do got to take into consideration, because an Herbal Remedy into Soul Nectar is game-losing for me, and I got to be careful for that. I think he's going to dodge, though. I think he's just going to try to keep Wiki Wiki alive. And if Soul Nectar comes back into the game to get its HP back, that is not very ideal. Yeah, this is a very intense turn. This turn is going to say everything about this game. Tiklipse, though, is into a spot to set up sweep. Especially if I can get 2 bulk ups. If I can get 2 bulk ups up, that'll be enough. He did go Soul Nectar, it looks like. He did go Soul Nectar. He's going for that. He's going for that play. He's going for that play. But I did get a Scapegoat up. I did get a Scapegoat up on it. And it does heal its HP. That's not a lot of HP. That's not a lot. And since this is a Gamma Soul Nectar, he probably takes a lot of damage from Mega and from Radiant. I think Radiant does more, so I'm going to go for Radiant, although it does have a chance to miss. Nope, I do hit it. Did some nice damage. He can't make the switch again. Feral Blast KOs my Scapegoat. That's fine. And now I just switch, and then I Seasong out with Surkame, honestly. Seasong out with Surkame, and I have a Tatub and a Ransador available. Solnecta can't really come back into the game. Feral Blast will do a decent chunk. But you gotta remember, Solnecta is not the bulkiest Loomian in the world. Forced to go for the Luster Loot play just to stay alive. And as you can see, that really did not do much damage. That's a Seasong as I go Tatub. No reason why I don't go Tatub here. I can force Obsidian into the game. Force Obsidian into the game. Perfect. And honestly, I might just be able to 2-hit KO it. Because of the hazards. Like, Gargoyle Defense really put up an effort here. Nope, he sacked Solnecta. Perfect. Him sacking Solnecta is the best possible play there. It is Wiki's down to no energy. He's forced to go Obsidian. He's in trouble. He's in huge trouble now. He's forced to go Obsidian because Wiki goes down to hazards. I do not understand that play at all. I don't know why you did that play. All I know is that your Wiki's indeed dead. You should have saved that for later. Obsidian comes back in. Obsidian takes no damage. I have Ransador to hit it with an energy break if I need to. Yeah, Tiklipse has a very good endgame here. Obsidian does come on in. Down to half HP. Hit by the hazards. Probably going to go for a Beast Slumber to try to stay alive. And that's a forfeit. Let's head into battle number 3. Alright, we're into battle number 3 with Tiklipse. Tiklipse has done well so far, but it hasn't got that overpowered sweep yet. Problem, this is horrible. This is a bad battle because he has a Haganash. This is quite possibly the worst possible matchup ever for the Tiklipse. The only Loomian I could potentially swap into is the Obsidian. Although I could maybe set up on the Lashent because I am the melee variant. So maybe I could set up on that. But I gotta watch out for that guy. That guy could sweep me right off the bat if I'm not careful. It is one of those... It's one of those Haganashas that can easily raid boss a game. So I'm going to have to be very careful. I got to throw up a poison on it ASAP. Either throw up a poison or fish for a poison with you. So I got to think about that on the fly. Also, Lashent is a very terrible matchup for me. So yeah, a lot of Loomians I got to be careful. That Haganash could raid boss me. I think I'll lead off with Surkame because I think that'll give me the least... That will give me the least possible chance of losing ground on turn 1. I'm not trying to get a good lead on turn 1. I just don't want to have an unlosable lead where he leads Haganash and then I'm swept. Y'all know what I mean? I don't want to have an unlosable lead where he leads Haganash and I'm swept. You know? He might just lead Haganash just to get Gorge up so I can't set up hazards. Because his team is weak to hazards if I can get them up. So that's something I can take into consideration. Solnecta, that's perfect, because Solnecta does not do much to a Surkame. So I'm willing to go for a Seasong here to get a little bit of momentum. He might not even stay in altogether. He does stay in for some strange reason. No clue why he stayed in, but you know what? I guess that's fine. We can go into... Oh. Tatub. Poison. If I read this play wrong, though, that's bad. If I make the wrong play here, that's bad, though. I did not make the wrong play. Lashent. Obsidian. Okay, Obsidian's fine. Alright, that's fine. That's not bad. I could take that. How low is the Surkame? Okay, it's not too low. I want to get it back into the game if I can. Problem is I just don't want Haganash. Haganash can cook me if I'm not careful. Okay, nope, just set up barbs. I can live with that. I can live with that. I can get Gargolem back into the game and just go for Rejuvenate here. He just went for another layer of barbs. I can Mudslide. Oh, no, he goes Dragodyne. Oh, no, he can go Dragodyne, actually. Yeah, he can go Dragodyne, actually. But look at that. That Obsidian is actually taking some chip damage. And if he's just placing hazards up, that's not good for him. He just went for a triple layer of hazards. I have Mudslide to remove him. I have Mudslide on both of my Loomians to get rid of him. Thing is, though, I don't really care if he goes into Obsidian. I actually don't care if he goes into Dragodon, because if he goes Dragodon, I just Driving Force it out. Yeah, I don't care. He can just drive. I can just Driving Force out. I'll just go for Mudslide. I don't care if he goes into Drago. If he goes Drago, he goes Drago. Fine. Nope. Well, you placed hazards up and you wasted all those turns. I will happily take that. Went for a Beast Slumber. That is a free Icicle Traps for me. And I can get some free damage, seeing if you have Hoggenosh. I might even get a layer of Barbs while on top of that, while I'm here. I don't care if the Hogenosh gains any progress and gets its health back. I can deal with it again later. Icicle Trap, Barbs. For the Hogenosh, specifically. That's so if any time Hogenosh switches in, it takes damage to both Icicle Traps and Hazards. I'm making this play now. Keep the Hogenosh at bay. He knows that. That's why he's going into it. There it is. There's Hogenosh. I doubt his Hogenosh is also Burn Up. I doubt that his Hogenosh is also Burn Up. Right? I mean, I doubt that's also Burn Up. There's no way it is. The layer Hazards is huge. Because Gorge does not impact with Hazards that are already on the field. Because that's the thing. It doesn't affect with Hazards that are already on the field. So if he is a burn-up Hogenosh, he's not going to be able to sweep me, because he's forced to click. He will not be able to raid boss me. If he is bulk up, if I switch him out, he's forced to take hazards every turn. So this is good. No matter what kind of Hogenosh this is, that's fine. Baneful Bash, nothing. No damage, no poison. And boy, every time the Hogenosh switches in, it takes a damage from hazards. Huge. Needed. There's Obsidian. And I'm not falling for the Hogenosh play. I'm just going to say this right now. I'm not falling for the Hogenosh play. I'm not falling for the Hogenosh play. I'm not giving Hogenosh free HP back. I'm not allowing to get this guy into the game. He does get rid of Icicle Traps. Wait, did he take any damage from the Barbs? Did he take no damage? Does Gorge make him immune to Barbs too? I did not know that. Well, there's Lashent. Lashent's into the game. At least it is petrifying, so that's fine. Okay, it's actually a very interesting turn. I'll go into Surkame, actually. I'll go into Surkame and see Song out. He goes for Ice Hammer, which I'll do nothing. Boy, Heavy Armor really uses your energy, I'll tell you that. Go for a Sea Song for a little bit of momentum. Goes for a Timber Trash. Will recoil himself a little bit, which is good. And yeah. Can Tiklipse just come into the game now? I think it can. I think Tiklipse can come into the game, because I could set up a bulk up on the Lashent. I could set up a bulk up on it. I think I'll go for Scapegoat first, though. If he went for Sap Plant, he's not getting any HP back. Nope, went for Temper Thrash as he recoils himself. And he's running out of energy. He's allowing me to get a Scapegoat up, which, you know what? He's going to be out of energy soon. I don't want him to Sap Plant. That's why I'm still clicking Scapegoat, even though I am losing HP. So, I think it's the best play to make anyway. See what he does. If he goes Hogenosh, I'm setting up a bulk up on it, and hoping I can do enough damage to destroy it all the way. I hope I can. It's going to be close against that Hogenosh. Diborg does come in onto my Scapegoat. It is a handy Diborg, which is good to know. Can he barter through a Scapegoat? I don't think he can. It is a health amulet, so it's not barter. Good to know. It's not barter. I'll go for a bulk up. I'll go for bulk up. He does have Steel Crusher. It does look like he does actually have Steel Crusher. Yeah. Bruh. Yeah, he does actually have funny Steel Crusher. Meaning I am forced to switch out. It's fine now. The Lashent is low on energy, so it's not the end of the world. That Diborg is actually going to be a little bit tough to deal with. Because again, Hogenosh can always just keep switching in. Yeah, Hogenosh can just keep switching in, and there's the Provoke. To be fair, Provoke's not the end of the world, though. So I can actually go for a Driving Force here. I can actually go for a Driving Force here, because again, I can't set up Hazard. Steel Crusher, miss. Darn, I needed that to miss on me. Don't be Hogenosh. Oh my god, why did it have to be that guy? Okay, it is actually taking damage from hazards. It is taking a little bit. Driving Source again, force it out. As it clicks Rejuve. Wasted energy, but not ideal. This is going to be a long battle. It's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be tough to get Tiklipse into this game. Another Lashent. Great. There it is again. Boy, Lashent being annoying. You would have saw that one coming. At least I activated its Milkshake, so that's good. I activated its Milkshake. Sir Kame can come into the game. Yeah, Sir Kame can come into the game here, actually. I can kind of let Sir Kame go here, actually. I don't really need it. Sir Kame did its job. Did its job well. There we go. Bye-bye. Yeah, the Lashent's going... Yeah, the Lashent's slowly but surely going down. Now I can go into Ronsador and... Yeah, Ronsador? Yeah, Ronsador's to play. Ronsador's to play here. Let's go Ronsador. As he goes... He will go... Dyborg. Yep! Called it! Called it! I made the call. You gotta love when I make the call. Lots of damage and a range defense fall. That might have just did enough damage to the point that it goes down next hit. Get rid of Dyborg. Tiklipse is looking good. Tiklipse is looking very good. Forced to switch. Hoganosh is forced to come in. Solnecta. Solnecta's into the game. Yeah, this game is really interesting now. That was perfect. That was well done. Job all done. Now, okay. Solnecta's still scary, though. But I still have my Milkshake. My Milkshake is still activated. I really want to go Hot-Tub. I'm going to do it. I hope this is not a big mistake. Fire Breath is game-losing for me if it clicks it now. Nope, Feral Blast. Okay. Feral Blast comes in. That's a Goggles 100%. No ands, ifs, or buts about that. Just Jungle Jutsu, because if he goes up Sidragon, that's fine. I can go Tiklipse on it. It's going to be a tough game. I think he has one more sleep turn available. I'm not going for a Poison Predict here. He might be thinking if I'm going for the Poison play here, but I'm not. I can't lose Hot-Tub. Nope, he switched. Into Obsidian, I assume? Yeah. I mean, I am gradually breaking through his team. A critical hit, a critical hit here could be brutal for him. Sharp Edges? Are you kidding me? Or Sharp Edges, Obsidian? Well, since he's Sharp Edges, I guess we could play to our advantage here. We now know that you are Sharp Edges. Yeah, that Solnecta's just so problematic. Yeah, that Solnecta's so problematic, which is just kind of brutal. I'll just go for Radiant Rush. Let's not think about it too much. Not think about it too much. Just Radiant Rush. Switched. Alright. In a Hogano. Okay, big play coming. Okay. This is where the game comes down to right now. Right here, right now. Lots of damage. Forced into an infinite healing cycle. Forced into an infinite heal cycle. You'll love to see it. I need a bulk up, but I don't care. He is forced into an infinite healing cycle. If he doesn't, heal's in trouble. If he goes for Meltdown, you'll eventually lose his Hoganosh. I hit Radiant. He's down to no HP. Perfect. Him going for Meltdown is game losing. The reason why he did... I'm not able to set up Scapegoat anymore, but it doesn't matter because the Hoganosh is now out of commish. That is perfect. Threat at Tiklipse was able to get rid of the Hoganosh. Now he goes back into Solnecta. Icicle Trap's looking very good for the rest of the fight. Lashent, though, still looking kind of brutal. There is Solnecta yet again. And now, maybe. There's a shot that Ronsador... Yeah, Ronsador might just clean up now. If I can get rid of Dyborg. If I can get rid of Dyborg, Ronsador can clean up. Solnecta goes for Feral Blast. That did 0. I go for Icicle Traps now. Is there a reason why I don't? No reason why I don't go for this play. And Tiklipse can be sacked and we're looking good now. We're in a great position now. Lashent comes back in. We just sack the Tiklipse. Tiklipse can get sacked. Job all done. Alright, we're looking good now. Looking very good now. He could place Icicle Traps himself, which that would be a good play. But it's not the end of the world if he doesn't. Not the end of the world if he doesn't. I just sacked Tiklipse. Tiklipse did its job. Could maybe still be good for Obsidian, but I have Ronsador. Ronsador does outspeed. So, not the end of the world. The Icicle Traps is important. Even if he gets traps on my side, it doesn't matter that much. I think I just Energy Break the rest of the way. I think I could legit just energy break the rest of the way here. We'll see, though. I think I can do it. Nope, went for Earthquake, so bye-bye, Tiklipse. Tiklipse is gone. But I legit think I could just energy break the rest of the way. Do I risk the energy break on Lashent? I kind of can't. I kind of can't, actually. I gotta go for Muck Blast. I'm forced to. I'm kind of forced to Muck Blast, because if I don't, I'm just kind of in trouble. I mean, there's no reason why not to Muck Blast. Even if Diborg does come in, it'll still take... I still think Muck Blast... Yeah, Muck Blast does more anyway. Diborg comes in. Is this a 2-hit KO on the Diborg? If this is a 2-hit KO on the Diborg, we're cooking. Yeah, it's a 2-hit KO on the Diborg. And he doesn't have Barter. He doesn't have Barter. He has Provoke. But I don't care about Provoke. Yeah. By Diborg. Diborg's dead. Crit does not matter there. It would have KO'd it. Tiklipse destroying that Hagenosh is completely opening this game. We might just clean up win here. Solnecta can switch... I think Solnecta can switch in one more time. But if I can get Solnecta out of the game, it's over. Because he has no other way to remove hazards. He has no other way to remove hazards. Which is perfect. And I still have Tatub in the back, too. I still have Tatub in the back if need be. So yeah, this is perfect. Getting rid of that Hagenosh was game-winning. Even though I did lose my item and my Tiklipse, getting rid of that Hagenosh was a game-winning play. That allowed me to exploit his weakness. The hazards. And she has no idea what to do anymore. Everything just dies to Muck Blast. I think she's just gonna go Lashent to go Solnecta. That's what I think she's gonna do. But if she does that, I'm just gonna Muck Blast again. And then I'm gonna switch, save Ron's Door for 2 more hits later. And then I have a Tatub left over. So yeah, we're looking very good here. We're looking really good right now. Oh, he's making the Solnecta play now. Oh, is that in range? That should be? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, yeah, we're good. We just Muck Blast. No reason why I don't. Yeah, that was game losing. He should have went Lashent. I mean, he was probably going to lose the game anyway, but if he went Lashent... He was Boots. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of the Boots? Did I just lose the match on that? Did I just lose to a Boots Solnecta? Why is it Boots Solnecta? Oh my god! I can't break through the Obsidian unless I crit it. Even if I do crit it, it just sleeps. What I need to do is I need to get barbs on it. I need to go back up. Oh god, this is bad. That was bad. That was bad. I lost now. And he went Lashent because he knows. God dang it, he went Lashent because he knows. And Ice Hammer's basically free. Bruh! Well. KO? Of course it doesn't. It's Lashent, Josh. It's always the weirdest stuff that beats me. Okay. Is there any way I could maybe do this? It would have to be a Jungle Jutsu crit. That would be the only way. Tatub? You versus the world, baby! You versus the world yet again! Tatub, how low is that Obsidian gonna be? I needed hazards there. The good thing is, him making the double made it so he couldn't heal. How low is it, though? Oh, I can't tell. Oh, it's gonna be so close! Tatub, please! Tatub, please! This is it! Ball game! Can Tatub do it? Dang! It's gone! Oh my god! Oh, that was intense! Tatub yet again clutches up, and that game was winnable because of the Tiklipse taking out the Hagenosh, because the hazards just did the rest. Although that Boots Solnecta almost cooked me. But yeah, Tiklipse, still a very dangerous Loomian. If that thing sets up, you're screwed. Even if it's not able to get the sweep, it just causes enough holes for the rest of your team to do a lot of damage. Like, it just sets up on anything that's passive, and that is scary. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showcasing a melee Tiklipse, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!